Good morning, traders. So we are looking at the Dow Jones this morning. Um, so for this daily update, it's probably going to be another day of sit in hand, and I'll show you now why. But we also do have non-farm payrolls coming. Now, firstly, I'm just starting on the monthly, and you can see we've ended up with a fairly significant inside bar here. So that is pretty much a bullish signal. Yeah, you can see the buyers are stepping in at the bottom here. Uh, nobody's There is panic buying and selling, but I think the algorithms we're trading against at the moment are still treating this as an uptrend. So they're looking at whatever moving averages they're trading off and looking at it as an uptrend. So we're above the alligator on the monthly, which is an uptrend. And if we look at the weekly, a different picture, we broke below the alligator. We're now testing the break with the oscillators agreeing that we are getting tired. Okay, we are at a pretty interesting area because now I can draw many lines in here, but this level of 25,115 is probably the most significant for me. There's previous breakup, there's support, and you can take these tails that drop below to support as well. Okay, so that's kind of the level I'm watching. And if you look at the weekly here, we do have this divergence brewing on the weekly. So there it is there, while price is making a lower low. Now, extend that there and extend that there. Well, there's two ways of doing this. So there's the one way. That was the initial trend line, and that is the next trend line. Okay, so looking at the weekly, we could be heading in a downward trend. You look at the daily, we are definitely in an upward trend. We've broken above the daily 200 EMA, and it's looking quite positive. So I would expect us sometime to come back and test this 200 EMA. So we've broken above it. We haven't gone very far above it, but I would expect us to come back into this area to test it, and that would be an entry long for me. But if we look at it at the moment, this is a potential double top brewing on the 4 hour. Okay, it could also be some kind of a consolidation pattern, megaphone consolidation pattern here, which is also possible, but then I would still expect a pullback to come and test this. If this does hold, and I'll give you the other levels that need to hold, then we have a potential for this the second move to happen. And the second move, I'll be conservative and measure it from there, but you can also measure it from the bottom here if you want to. And that's going to go like that. Okay, so that would give me an upside target of somewhere around 25,375, and just line that up. It'll be that inside tail there that we'll aim for, which is 25,395, more than likely 25,400. Okay, so that's if we break above one or two things. So firstly, we'll need to break above 25,110. Okay, alternatively, we'll need to pull back to this downward trend line, hold the downward trend line, and then accelerate from there. Okay, if we look at it on the hour, let's just tidy that up. So basically what I'm saying is on the hour, we'd look for a pullback onto the alligator, same as what we had yesterday, and then an acceleration to the upside. Okay, so that's kind of the view that I have right now. If you look what's going on, inside bar, inside bar, inside bar, inside bar, inside bar. That is a very bearish, potential bearish signal. And normally what happens is you're looking for a close below the first of the inside bars, which is there. I'm looking at this on the 1 hour, so I don't have a close below 25,033. So close below 25,033 is going to give us some downside, but I'll be wary of that. I think the downside is only really going to come and test this breakout. Okay, now I don't really have a flatline breakout, maybe there or there. If I look at these two inside tails here, that's probably the most logical, to pull back into this area here and then accelerate. Okay, now move to the downside. Okay, that's the upside move. I'm going to need to get rid of all this noise here. So that's the one side. And your stop is pretty much going to be below this level here. So stops are going to be below 24.842. If we get to there, pretty massive. It's a 160 point stop loss. I think maybe rather be a little bit more conservative. So what you're looking for is price to come back here, looking for some price action, something like this, pin bars or an inside bar, or little inside bar like this, or an engulfing bar, something that's going to tell you on a lower time frame that it's finding some support, and that would give you a 100 point stop loss. That's a little bit better. Okay, so that's kind of the view I've had. So if we get to 24,980, somewhere around there, and we start forming a base, then you've got potential for an upside move to 25,400. Okay, just looking at this on the downside, this would be the first fractal that I'd be worried about here. Okay, so if we do get a break below this, okay, we're going to have to take out both of these levels here. So we're going to have to take out 24,840, and we're going to have to take out 24,822. Then that would give me some confidence we're moving to the downside. But for now, this is a range, and I'll delete that. Those are the two levels that are critical. So I think ignore this one. Just use that for stops. So if we do start moving below this range, then that, to me, 24,844, that's a signal that we need to start looking for shorts. But again, I want to see the break. I want to see a pullback, a retest of the alligator, then move down. So for as long as we're above the alligator on the hour and the 4 hour, this trend is up. Okay, so the concept really is to trade with the trend. So what I'm looking for is any opportunity to get long at this stage. Okay, even if we do break on the lower time frames, get below the alligator, and we've got a trend, that's just a retracement in the bigger trend. Okay, so you can see that pullback there happened, and it's happened again now. So there is potential for a deeper pullback down to the next level, which is this one here. Am I right? Yeah, that's our next level, or there'll be a couple, and that's the one. Okay. So yeah, I mean, that's my view at the moment. You should be looking for long entries going with the bigger trend. And this was a Wiseman number 1 on the 30. I hope you can see that long tail deviation from the alligator confirmation bar. We broke above it, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, a break above this tail here was your second Wiseman entry, and your stop should be over here at this stage if you're trading Wiseman on this. Okay, so that's kind of where we are at the moment. And what I'm looking for now is the next fractal break to the upside, so to move stops up to the next level. That's pretty much how you'd be trading it. Okay, so still looking for longs, just looking for a pullback onto a level and a setup. So you can see this here was a beautiful setup. Lots of indecision, then a pin bar. Take the trade up there, and you would have got a nice trade there. Okay, but just be careful of non-farm payrolls later this afternoon or early morning for the US. But I do suspect we're going to get a break to the upside of this consolidation range. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.